Hey guys, it's Breach, and we are back on Dragon Quest for some Dragon Conquest. And as promised, we did some grinding. So we still have our copper sword equipped, but we have iron armor, that iron shield, and we got 1,500 gold. You notice we hit level 10 in the midst of all that, and that's a little bit higher than I was expecting from my NES tests on the game whenever I was initially recording that. So now let's set out on another grand adventure, and we're gonna leave this continent because it hadn't really done anything for us. We've kind of tapped its resources so far, to be honest. And whenever we were on our way up to Kull there, we passed this nasty little shitty swamp down here. And every step you take in it, you take damage. And, unlike Final Fantasy, you can actually get encounters, so you have to be prepared for what's going on. But, we're in a cave. Now, I know this cave's map, and I can do it, but actually, hold on one second. We're going to make a transition real quick, and we will be right back. Okay, I just realized that I muted my game while I was grinding there, and that I had forgot to turn it back on for you fine folks. So, we saved this torch by not going into the tutorial cave that I may or may not pass by, but this cave is kind of a connector between continents, and for now, we just want to go directly south. Now, I'm going to end up calling these guys Druins just because that's their original name. And for these first 3 games, if I default to names from the NES version, please forgive me. Because I have years of experience on those and just kind of know them like the back of my hand. But on this, it's changing around a lot of the names on me outside of like Loto. Just kind of throws me off a bit. So if I call enemies or items by their original name, please forgive. But we made it through the swamp cave there, and we're now on the island continent of Rimildar, where there are stronger enemies like this wizard, who hopefully will just try and cast Stop Spell on us. Oh no, he's doing Fireball. But we have enough strength that we can kind of hold our own in a fight. This is going to be our next little grinding spot. I can't remember if I went over it in the last video or not, but each different terrain tile has a different encounter rate. Here's a skeleton. He was one of the enemies that we were grinding on. Didn't get to see him in the last episode, but he drops a goodly amount of experience in gold, so I was kind of happy anytime he'd show up. As I was saying, though, before I'm rudely interrupted by another wizard, each of the tiles has a different encounter rate in this game. So your mountains and your desert are going to be your highest encounter rate tiles. Your forest is going to have more than your plains. And we made it to Rimildar. Awesome. Actually, you know what's the name of this town here? Okay, you guys still call it Rimildar. Good, you're not heathens. So, that 1,500 extra gold that we collected, yes, we want to buy something. We want to buy the steel sword, known as the broadsword in the NES version. Hell yes, I'd like to equip that shit right now. It's best to equip things right after you buy them. And we're going to go ahead and sell that copper sword, just because it's got nothing for us now. 90 gold, yeah. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk to him again, because in between cuts, we're going to be doing a fair amount of grinding. I want to get, if not the steel armor, then the magic armor. It just depends on what kind of luck we're getting and how badly we're getting our ass beat. The only difference between the two is the magic armor, every 4 steps you take is going to heal back 1 HP. So that's why it's significantly more. And in the NES version, I would say we're definitely going to get the magic armor. But I think it's more than likely we will in this version as well, just based on how grinding goes. But, I mean, we're already level 10, so who knows. Now, one other thing that we want to... Move, lady. One other thing we want to do while we're here is loop around the town like this. Yeah, you guys thought Final Fantasy was the originator of hiding staircases around towns and all that. Nope. Dragon Quest, which came out roughly a year or two before Final Fantasy. Now, we gotta... Okay, he didn't move out of the way before I could touch you on. We want to buy 6 magic keys, especially since there are only 16 gold here. You can carry 6 at a time, and they're super expensive in the other 2 key shops for them, like 80 and 100 gold at them. So we want to buy up as much as we can carry right now. How many was that? Was that 6? Yeah, 6. Because they're kind of required. And we get literally all our money back from that pot. And we get... I did not know that those were in this game. Well then, I did not know that the stat seeds were in this version. That is pretty interesting. Okay, so between cuts here, we're going to... I don't want to search all about. We're going to grind up until we have either 3,000 or 7,700 gold. It really just depends on my mood on the grinding session. And then we will be right back in this same episode to go wrap up really the game's only side quest of the game. So I'll see you guys shortly. Hey guys, this is Breach here, and as promised, we are back with a lot of experience. We are now level 14. I have that magic armor, and actually just to be able to grind in more efficient spots, I had bought the steel armor as well. So I want to get 14 because it makes this next spot a little bit easier, and really it lets us do 2 steps of story progression rather than having to stop in between. So we did that. As for grinding, I went further south on this continent. There's somewhere where we'll go eventually that you don't really need to worry about now too much, but just know that we will be going there. Basically, down south here. I'll go ahead and show it for shiggles. We can fight undeads, we can fight chimeras, and we can fight goldmen and wolf lords. The undeads are wraiths in the NES. So I don't know why the translation took that turn, because this was translated after the NES version. But basically, I walked along this row of mountains and just killed anything that I came in contact with. Like that. And I even grinded a bit further after I got the magic armor, just because I wanted to hit that level 14, and the magic armor makes grinding a lot easier because you're recovering health as you walk, so you don't have to go back to refill your MP as much. But that said, I promised you guys progress, because up till now we've been told, hey, you're the descendant of this guy who did some great stuff, go out and do some great stuff. Well, we've explored a little bit, we found a couple items, and kind of set ourselves up gear-wise. But honestly, the game doesn't do a good job of presenting you with early game tasks. Like, one of the reasons Dragon Quest 1 struggled so much in the United States early on is because to get to anything of note or anything really kind of fun in the game, you have to invest a little bit of time first. And we still take damage there. Now, one thing you'll note while I was doing that grinding, I learned a few new spells. The Radiant spell at level 9, outside at, I believe, level 12, and return at either 13 or 14. We're going to cast the Radiant spell, and we don't need torches anymore. Isn't that nifty? Now you'll also remember, I told you not to explore too much more in this cave until later. Well, now is later. Huh, there's a door there. Good thing we bought those keys, because we're probably going to have to open that door. And with our steel sword, our armor, nothing can really touch us. There's another ghost. I am going to start cutting out repeat encounters at this point, because it's just getting a little excessive. So, oh, there's a bed chamber there. Oh, I thought that was going to be the oh piss moment. I think we'll be able to see the oh piss moment on screen, and oh, there's a thing. Huh. Can I sneak by you to the right? Nope. Oh, you just talked to him and... oh, it's a dragon. Well, let's poke him. Boop it on the snoot, if you will. He only did 16 to us with his fireball. His attacks are really what you need. Never mind, he's hitting a lot less than I thought he was going to. He gets one more good hit like that, though. Yeah, we need to heal up. I'll go ahead and cast another heal here. Because I believe this dragon has the same stats as just like the regular enemy dragons that we can fight later on. He doesn't have the same experience in gold though, which is why I always recommend doing this side quest. It's optional. Oh, at last, a valiant hero. My name is Laura. I'm the princess of Rodatome? Yeah, we're gonna keep calling that Tanticle. If you had not come for me, someday I would have become king... Motherfucker. This translation. The Dragon Lord's bride. Oh, how I shudder at that thought. Hero, since you rescued me, would you please escort me back to my castle? Piss on that. Why, you must treat me that way. If you had not come from... but thou must... Yeah. Yeah. You get locked into an infinite conversation loop with her, but you get a kiss for agreeing to take her. Okay, come on, game. I get it. Play your fanfare. And now you can walk her back, or you can cast the outside spell and the return spell that do exactly what you'd think. Now, unlike some of the later games in the series, Return or Zoom does not let you choose where you go. You always come back to Tanticle. But we need to come back here anyways, because we got to drop her off, and we got something else we want to pick up here. Plus, it's closer to our next bit of progress that we're going to do. Please, take this. Laura hands you a token of her love, the princess love. I love you, hero. This is my love. Please accept it. Even if we're separated, my heart will always be with you. Now then, hero, hero! I will continue to support you. Okay, cool. We'll go sit in your chair. Be all nice and comfy, and I'll go deal with it all. And Princess's Love tells you your coordinates in relation to the castle, as well as how much experience you need to get to the next level. Now that we're in the second episode, it's about time I told you how to save. Hero, well, you have returned from rescuing the princess. Now I must profess my true feelings. I'll never forget about this day for my entire life. I wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, to reach the next level, you need 1101 experience. Shall I record your journey? Yes. Where would you like me to save? There. Yeah, I've done this all kind of in one sitting today. Then would you like to continue? Yes. Well then, be off, hero, hero. Yeah, I didn't think about the dialogue with naming my character after Chris's online persona. But I wonder if there's anything in these pots. What? You found a medical herb. Didn't find anything. Have you guys heard something that sounded like a motorcycle there? That's just my dog snoring. He's asleep on the bed being a lazy bones. But like I said, there's something else at the castle here we're interested in. And it's not just Lady Laura's love. I mean, she's a fine lady indeed, but if you come around here, they play that game of around the wall and next to the barrier that you can't see again. Oh, hero, I was told that someday a descendant of Loto would visit. Long ago, my ancestors were entrusted with this treasure chest. It contains the Stones of Sunlight from the legendary hero, Loto. This item is necessary if you're going to defeat the Dragon Lord. Now then, open the treasure chest. Okay. Oh, we found the Stones of Sunlight. It's almost like he just told us where they'd be. How about that? I pray for the time you return, blah, blah, blah. Come on, dude. I get it. Go lay down and rest. And if you go watch... Oh, he actually has chests that we can raid over there. Another medical herb, which that'll be handy in case we want to save on some MP. And the Nut of Life. You know, I'm not gonna make the joke, but it increases your maximum HP by 5. In other games, other translations, it calls it the Acorn of Life, or a Life Acorn. But that's fine and dandy and all. But where is this other progress? Well, now is the time to return to Garenham. And I'm gonna go ahead and show this red slime since he popped up while I was talking, interrupting a little asshole. Now's the time to return to Garenham. There's what's called the Tablet Cave that we just saw in the upper right-hand corner there. Yeah, you can counter it. I get it. The point of the game is to grind, but you don't need to make me do that much. Okay, so here in Garenham, there's a door there that we can open now that we have keys. And it's also why there's a decent piece of equipment that comes along in Garenham. You sneak in here, sneak back here. Return from the grave of Garai with your life, if you can. If you wish to die, then I'll be... Oh, I was hoping that was going to rhyme. Oh well. Anyways, we're at the grave of Garenham. And oh, there's the wrong button. Sorry about that. And this place, I get kind of confused on the map layout, so we may wander a little bit in here. But there's nothing that's going to prove too strong for us, especially 14. This is why I wanted to be 14, was this particular dungeon, because the enemies are a step up of what we've been seeing, but not a step up of where I was grinding. And it's just kind of a long resource drain, if you will. And these Drakimas, if you let them, will start casting spells on you. They're more assholes than the Magidrakis. Wizards at their old hat at this point. And I'm also not going to run from anything, because A, I'm not scared, and B, it's just, you need as much golden experience as you can get in this game, so running away is just kind of counterintuitive to that. So I remember there's a damn door somewhere around here. I was just trying to remember where that thing is. We are pushing up a little bit closer to... Well, that's where we came in, is it not? Yeah, because we need to descend, not ascend. So, we've explored the left half of this floor. And kind of all the directions it can go wrong there. So let's explore the right half. I recognize those pillars, kind of. I think, maybe. More drolls. There's actually... I was watching High Spirits on Twitch do some of his speedruns. There's that damn door. And one of his viewers did a mashup of the Dragon Lord with a droll for the head. And it is one of the funniest damn things I think I've ever seen. Just sitting there staring into your soul. Here, looks like you're supposed to take that set of stairs. But there's another set of stairs. And generally a good rule of thumb is whenever you start in one room, go to the opposite corner. And this room, there's a dead end here somewhere, but I just don't remember where. Undead Knights. They're a step above just the regular undeads that we were fighting there. Down on these lower floors, you can fight some real asshole monsters. And this, yeah, I know the layout of this floor. And the Druid Lord. These guys are rough. They can cast some spells on you. They're not too bad. I called them rough, but they're just stronger than what you're used to fighting at this point. So, hey, what's this? You found the silver harp. Yay! Okay. Search all around, didn't find anything. Outside. But are we done with progress at this point? No, we are not. This is going to be probably a 3 to 4 episode run of this game. If you use the silver harp as an item on the overworld, it'll play a nice little jingle for you. And then you get into a fight. It attracts monsters. That's what it does. So if you want to hang on to that and use it to grind up in some spots, that's faster than walking, I suppose. You can. It's not really great for that. Especially if you're trying to grind with magic armor so that you can walk around and recover your HP. It's just kind of not the best. But now that we have the harp, we can go get the rain staff, which is something that we were supposed to explore and find, but it was pointless to do it then, and I knew, so we didn't. Trust me, the knowing the complete ins and outs of the games is going to stop relatively soon after this one. This one's going more let's play walkthrough like. The other ones, 2 is going to be a little rough. 3 is going to be really rough, and I'm going to have to kind of look up exactly order of operations on there. 5 and 6 I've played recently, but they're just bigger games. But the final 3, 7, 8, and 9 on this series Conquest, they're going to be... It's going to be kind of like what you get on stream of trial and error and just with boring parts cut out of the video. So, if you're a big fan of how Chris and Ricky do the series Conquest, don't fear, you'll get that here as well. It's just for the first couple, I know them kind of like they know like 7 and 10. Hero, I want to test your strength. Somewhere in this land is the silver harp, which can attract monsters. When you retrieve and bring back that item, I will recognize you as a true hero and reward you with the Staff of Rain. Huh? Wow, you already have it? Fuck me. Hero, I've waited a long time for the arrival of someone such as you. Now open the box. You found the Rain Cloud Staff. Now what happens when you mix sun and rain? You get a rainbow. So our next step is going to be... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and return to the castle, and I'll show you where I'm going to be grinding for our next step. Because, oh boy, we have a bit of a grind ahead of us. I kind of want to get at least to level 16 before we do the next segment, or the next episode. But, I may go all the way to 17 for it. We're just going to play it by ear. Because our next step is to get the ultimate armor in the game, as well as the ultimate shield, and the second most powerful sword. Along that, we're going to get the last of the fetch quest items, so that our finale episode is literally going to be, like, just the final dungeon, which I'm still debating on whether or not I want to double dip it, because the ultimate sword is in the final dungeon, and you can go in there early, grab it, and hop out and start grinding, and then go back and go all the way to the boss. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel in like 4 or 5 hours. Because I may just do this whole game today. This version of it's short enough that that's a feasible outcome. But once we cross this bridge, there's no turning back. And since we're going to gain a shitload of gold anyway, like, we'll have way more than enough gold that we need, even though we need like 25,000 gold, I may take a stab at this right now anyways. Because if I can get the ultimate armor at 14, then yeah, and if I die, then you know exactly what we're grinding to, where we're going to grind, and what our goal is. So this town is Hawk's Nest. It's a ruin. I need to step like 16 steps. Let's see. You know what? That's close enough to max for me. Okay, so the ultimate armor in the game is guarded by an axe knight underneath a tree in this town. Getting to him is a problem. Fighting him is also a problem. And we're actually fleeing from things because things can kill us right now. They can kill us faster than we can kill them. And you want to stay at full health if you're going to do something stupid like trying this early. That tile 3 or 2 to 3 to my right, that little grassy tile, is where our little boss dude's going to be. Except we're going to get into an encounter with him beforehand. Okay, so we want to cast Stop Spell, which seals his spell. We need to cast Heal. And we need him to try and put us to sleep. I'm going to try and put him to sleep. Okay, guy. Okay, well, you see what we're up against. He's going to try and put us to sleep. We got to stop his spell so that he can't. And then it just becomes a slugfest where he tries to put us to sleep and we punch him in between times. He's why we want to be higher level. I also get to use this as an example of what happens when you die. You did... Oh, they censored it. How cute. You've dit in battle. I'm not a harsh person, so I'll give you another chance. Our healthcare system fucking sucks. We're going to take half your money. But if you're ever wounded in battle, make your way to a town and seek lodging at the inn, you idiot. Don't let it happen again. Now, to reach your next level 640 experience. Ally save. Which show would you like me to save in? And it's been recorded. Would you like to continue? I'm going to, but I'm going to hold off on the recording part here until we're a high enough level to do something. Whether that be 16 or 17. I'm going to experiment. Regardless, you guys are going to see the successful version. thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next episode of Dragon Conquest, where we will wrap up most, if not all, of the loose ends before we have our final dungeon remaining. Have a good one.